not everybody who's tuned in may even know what we mean when we say endpoint management. So, Andrew, I'm going to go to you first. Maybe each of you could give us a little description of how you define endpoint management in your roles and in your organizations, in your firms.
Sure. So we look at it from the perspective of the life cycle of the device you're working on, traditionally your laptop or your desktop. And that layers from installing ongoing patches, drivers, applications, and then really trying to drive to a consistent desired state of that device so that you are really working on a hardened device that is within the configuration boundaries or parameters that you define within your organization. That's my definition. Scott, if you have a different opinion of that.
No, actually, I think you're right on with that definition. The only thing I would add is it's holistic. It's not just patching. It's about how you build the workstation, deploy software, patch, all kinds of things, the operating system, the third-party applications, Microsoft applications, the OEM hardware and driveware stuff. All that stuff is part of endpoint management. So it's if you look at it holistically, there's a lot of pieces and there's a lot of moving parts, and it's hard to get right if you're using a bunch of different tools.
Definitely, in my experience over my 30 years in IT, it was very hard to get right at every organization I was ever part of. Scott, let's go back to you on this. Windows endpoint management used to be painfully manual. I think we all came from the days when it was really painfully manual. It's gotten better over the years, but even with tools like imaging and things that are out there to try to help make things easier, and for those that don't know, imaging is cloning a computer.